Greetings everyone, here's Lodrik, and this is the game 1, the Pacific Advanced Edition. This is my play by email match against Italian. He's a Japanese player, and for me it is the allied side. We're playing on the mod Bottleneck, and it's now Christmas, 24th December 41. Oh, my cargo ship getting intercepted, trying to reach or come back from Georgetown. And the other cargo ship lost here at Pearl Harbor. Now it's my turn to sink a smaller, bigger, light cargo ship. If I have any working torpedoes, nope, I have only shell hits. So these are maybe heavy machine guns and so on. So no fire, no heavy damage. Yeah. That submarine avoided enemy destroyers, but these are my 4 destroyers. Was able to sink this Japanese Navy Guard unit task force, but I was trying now to reach Balikpapan, but I run into this enemy destroyer flotilla, and that is not so good. Because these are old Slamson class destroyers. Maximum I think is 4-inch guns. They cannot really hurt enemy destroyers very well. And there was a torpedo hit on the fort. So I guess at least one of my destroyers is going down. Yeah. Some days ago it was a task force in glory, and today it's maybe the day of a defeat. But if I can get 3 out of 4 destroyers back to Balikpapan, it would be already nearly a win for me. These are all destroyers coming from Manila, so I was able so far avoiding any surface or navy strikes. And breaking. So I wasn't able to really score any meaningful hit. I lost 1 destroyer. One of my destroyers is on fire. And there was AVD also. This is also Kempson class destroyer, but built to support float planes. Here it's a bang, my port where I can try to rescue civilians back to India, but I lost this AP. But a Mark 10 torpedo hitting a cargo ship. So a little payback. Strong airstrike on Manila once again attacking here the airfield, but 15,000 is high up. If he's coming lower, then my flag will create much more damage. strikes on Georgetown. There's no cover for me. Yeah, I took down one key, 27. So these are coming in low, normal level attack altitude and not in strafing. So no chance to down them. And Kidobutai is now close to Brisbane. My poor PG nearly arrived at port, but nearly is still too far away. And the short range tankers lost. And this is the other cargo ship from yesterday, where I lost my French recon aircraft. Now, so the task force was dead anyway. I could, of course, choose to go to New Zealand and not to Brisbane, but you never know. Missed attack on the destroyer, that would be nice. Now I better return to Sorbaya. But at least I can risk it in shallow water these days. It's nearly impossible for the Japanese to outright destroy a submarine in one engagement. So Japanese are at Manila, but still not strong enough to kick me out. Clarkfield is lost. This regiment is trying to kick out my troopers. I can hold my position, but I try to retreat, so it's a question of time. The Japanese cannot attack me. I bombard them, they bombard me. This is the fort protecting Clarkfield from the seaside. And here is a shock attack. Yeah, I think it's a shock attack, but because the tanks are taking on normal mode, it's now called the normal not shock attack. But I don't know. It's you can have different units on different attack modes or whatever it shows. Important is that everything gets destroyed. Everything is lost. Okay. The block force also destroyed here. My bombardment for the Japanese. So small success for Italian at Malaya. And he's also taking over in Philippines Clarkfield. Because it's Bottleneck mod, here it makes more sense to fall back to Manila and defend the city. In a normal scenario, one game we would maybe try to focus to hold Clarkfield. Good, another day, another turn. Today Japanese losses airwise are a little higher, all related to maybe flag damage or operational losses. Nothing for me, so we're coming close to nearly 2-1, but this early, the small numbers is not important. Both sides can handle this. Ships sunk. I lost John D. Ford, Clemson class destroyer, 4-inch guns, so nothing really powerful, no range. You can convert them to escorts. I think this is much better later on. And the rest is small fish stuff. AG, so this is a cargo ship. But who needs this kind of stuff? Nothing at Hawaii really to discuss. Alaska, in this game I choose to not really build this early. I would maybe, everyone can choose this, but so long you have the cold zone, and cold zone is up to April, so first in April this will be switched to normal climate zone. So now you have, I think, triple time to build anything construction wise. So I better take everything away, bring it somewhere in the source where I can build immediately, and once in May or June I come back to build up the bases. West Coast, also not much submarine activity. Looks like the first stressful weeks are over. Shipping is going well, everything is going to more or less direction Pago. But I mean, of course I need to keep an eye now here on Kidobutai, what they're doing. Most ships escape, but not all. These ships, no. These are all ships original from Brisbane. I need to stand them down. Right, so this small tanker is normally in range, but not detected. Okay. And this guy was able to escape Nomaya. He was damaged, so I could not run him out the turn before. And he's still heavily damaged. And I don't know, he maybe avoided his detection. I don't know if it can reach Suva. This is still far away. Brisbane. All looks fine. The Australian Air Fleet is trying to train because everything at the start of the war is of course useless. And some aircraft are training aircraft, like this aircraft is a training aircraft, don't use it for any combat use. I mean, if you won't throw away your pilots and your aircraft, then you can do this, but I would always say I better wait 3 months for the right aircraft and train my pilots before I strike back. Yeah. Is this submarine? No, I think the other one. This one is fine. This was the Dutch submarine. It was trying to attack. It's a little damaged, but so little, but still maybe time to call. Submarines I always call back even if they have only small damage. If you want dive underwater, I guess your boat is better in best conditions. Nothing else here. Mindanao, I was so far able to hold my base. Ah no, Clarkfield. I thought he attacked Clarkfield. Maybe not. He attacked only this turn. Okay, so Clarkfield will fall tomorrow. Good, can happen. Yeah, Georgetown is lost. Not good. I was hoping to hold out maybe at least 1 week, but nothing in China. I was able to call back the Chinese air fleet to Sichuan, that I have every aircraft together and not need to manage 2-3 different bases to train pilots. Yeah, and Rangoon is now at 93,000 tons of supplies. Good. I was even able to reform the division. I think the 17th India division is split up in the beginning of the game, so now I have 2 divisions here in Rangoon. Both are not ready, and for defense may be ready, but not for offensive actions. But at least I have both divisions here. I will not bring in more equipment to Rangoon because, again, I promised to at least up to April to play more passive. And if I bring here now 1 or 2 more divisions into Rangoon as quickly as possible, this can have big impact on the Japanese place. Same with Singapore or Java. Good, then see you next time. Take care, bye bye.